Okay, I have to apologize because I think the timer went off and I was engulfed in what I was doing. I did not realize that it had gone off. So we had the burnt umber that we put around. And then the burnt Sierra. Then we put the burnt umber up where the eyes are. And now what I've done is I've taken the black and I've touched the nose with the black and I've started on the ears and I'm going to make the ears black also. And once again, you want to water down your black. You don't want to, you don't want to make it too strong. And I'm slowly blackening the ears. And you see, I blacken the inside of them, but you use the water so that when it goes on, as you see, when it goes on, it doesn't turn it just a black, but it gives it kind of a shade to when it dries. It sort of blends in with the raw sienna. Right in there. Okay. Now there's the ears. I've got them black now. Now I'm going to take my black and go back here around the back in here, and I'm going to add a little bit of the black back here. So you just sort of give it even come up on the tail here where the burnt umber was, and just give it a little black tone right in there. In other words, there we go. Just sort of blacken that color in there, just sort of give it a little different type of, maybe even a little bit in here, in other words, where it sort of looks, there we go, sort of looks like that, in other words. See, where it's just sort of darkening that back area in there, in other words. Just a little bit back here, a little bit over here, in other words. Just sort of darkens that raw sienna a little bit. Not a lot, but it darkens it a little bit, in other words. Okay, now our next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our white. Now, we're going to take our white, or as I have a coat of sun, an off-white, and we're going to paint the feet that white color. In fact, let me get a little bit bigger brush in here. See, kind of up to the point where the, just sort of back into this area in here, we're going to paint that white. We're going to come up just a little bit on the dog, on the behind here. And this is going to be white in here. Now sometimes with the white you're going to have to give it maybe more than one coat, because you know white doesn't usually cover it first. You're just going to have to kind of go around there. Okay. Kind of come up just a little bit on the front here, kind of like this, in other words. See? Just a little bit on the front there. See, like that? See how you did that? Okay. Let's turn him over. Do the same thing on the other side. Just sort of go around his feet, go around him like that. Now, understand that you don't have to go by my color scheme. That's one thing I want you to understand. You may want to color him all black, or you might want to do something like that. You may have a special dog or something that you would like to make him look like, or whatever. That's all right. This color scheme is simply something that actually is more related to what Tom Wolfe was, who did it. That's more the way he painted him. But I'll be honest with you, a lot of the dogs I've done, I like to paint them black. But I want to show you this color scheme. This is one of the color schemes that is being used for the dog. And it's just like that. And see, kind of come up in here and sort of down. Now I'm going to hit it with the... Okay. Now, as you can see, it dripped a little bit up here, which is no problem. You just go back with your raw Sierra later and fix that. It's one thing.